Hello, everybody. I am back after my second back surgery this year, or not this year, but within a year. Please excuse my voice. I've been hoarse ever since my surgery. I'm thinking that the breathing tube down my throat must have scratched it because it's been sore, and I can't seem to get rid of this hoarseness. But I wanted to come on and just do a simple little project with you. I haven't felt, strong enough to get up and just sit and work, but today I had a little burst of energy, so I thought I'd share it with you. Sometime back, I created this little jar of scrolls. It's just little fabric swatches, scraps that are rolled up and then tied, and they just make the cutest little fabric scrolls. And I put them in this jar, and it sits on my kitchen cabinet with my vinegars, and it just adds a touch of pizzazz to it. And I thought today that I have a little side table that needs a little color, and so I pulled out one of my little banana split bowls here. And I don't make banana splits much anymore, so I thought, okay, let's do that. Let's fill it up, and we'll put that on the side table and have some color. And I have a selection of scraps here that I'm going to work with. Just pieces of all sizes and shapes. And then I tore some about 1/4 inch stringy stuff to turn it up in. And what I like to do is fold it over a pretty good piece before I start rolling. That helps me to get that first edge, a good roll on it. It doesn't matter whether the front or the back of your fabric shows if there's color on both sides. And let's see here. I'm gonna have to cut the extra strings off. If there's color on both sides of the fabric, even though it'll differ, it doesn't really matter. And then we have to do a little, what I do is just a double knot. I don't try doing a bow or anything like that. Just tie a little double knot. And I leave a little bit of the ends just because they add to the color. Let's try this purple one. Just fold it in some and then start the roll. So, I mean, you can't get any simpler than this, right? If you don't feel like doing anything else, you can always find something to keep you creative, crafty, keep those juices a-rolling, you might say. I think I'm gonna turn this around, tie it from this side. Okay, all right, let me get a couple of these. I think that one's a little too thin. That one might be a little too thick, but we'll try them out. Once you get these tied on, you can always trim them down if you don't know exactly how long you want them to start with. Okay, let's try a solid brown one here. Like I said, it doesn't really matter what size your scraps, little pieces are. Of course, you do want them fairly small for this, and it doesn't matter what kind of fabric either. I have home decor fabrics that I make some bigger ones with. I'll pull a couple of those out here in a minute, but these are just little cotton fabrics. little fingers here today. There we go. You're looking cute already. Let's see. I don't see any of my decor fabric right this minute, but that's a good thing to use. You want to, the other thing that makes this work is to make sure that you have a good selection of scraps. And what I mean is variation in color and density or tone. In other words, light and darks, medium tones, patterns, color, just a variety, basically, is what I'm saying. This kind of pretty colors, I think I will cut that and make two out of it. Two different color patterns here. Cool and a bright. This is a fun little gift to create these and put them in a little pouch and gift them along with a little fancy little dish to put them in, or a fancy jar, and just gift that. It can sit anywhere, and it's pretty because it adds color. I think they're especially pretty if you have a library or you have somewhere where you have shelves of books. If they're positioned on the shelves, that just adds such a pretty color, and they're the jars are small, so they tuck in just wherever. If you have open kitchen cabinets and you have plates or something that's pretty, boring, you want to just put a jar of these up in the cabinet just for color. That's pretty too. I've done that. And actually, like I said, anywhere. They're just pretty anywhere. I also have made jars like this and filled the bottom like this, and then put little sachets, individual sachet packets in there, and set them in the bathroom, in the window or on the counter or wherever. That way guests can they can get a sachet out of the top easily, and but it's pretty and it's colorful. Okay, looking good, looking good. All right. Now here's a really odd shape, and at first you might think I can't do anything with that. But what I do is I just take that first part that's pretty thin, and I start from the short edge, and I roll it toward the long edge. And you'll never know that it started out as a triangle. I hope all of you have been doing well. The second back surgery has relieved me right away of about 30% of the pain I was experiencing, and I'm told that as I heal, and that will get better as I can heal, and then build my strength by walking and doing some therapy exercises, that I will get even better. So that's nice to know, isn't it? And so I'm hoping I can get to where I can move around. I've been tied to a walker for over a year, and haven't been able to walk without it. And then I wasn't able to walk or stand very long. So today I went outside. I'm still using my walker because my legs and my muscles are not strong yet. And but I went outside on the walker with my husband, and we walked around and up and down my concrete driveway. So that was nice. I got to get outside, and the driveway is level, so it was easy to walk on that. And so I'll be doing that every day, once or twice a day, for a while, till I can build up. Look at there, we're already getting a dish full. Isn't that cute? Okay. All right, here's one that's wider. Got some. So let's fold in the stringy edge and work with this longer, wider one. Let's turn that in at the end and continue rolling. And that gives us more of a finished edge. I had forgot about that, but that will work. It's funny how something so simple and that requires nothing. If you've got a few scraps around the house, it requires nothing, to do. Really cool. It's a little black. Black's always a good color to add to anything. It's a grounding color. Let's turn that in and then roll up to it. Let's see. Do that again. Let's bend that in. Let's roll up to it. I think I've seen that other people do this with those little tiny elastic things you put on little ponytails and things for little girls. Slip that on over, do it 2 or 3 times, and it's tight. But I like the look of the scrap tie. It's just, it just looks right. Here's one that's in a grays. Let's go ahead and bend this over so I can get some good rolls up to that. So it won't tend to want to unroll. Okay. Probably got if you've got some scraps and some tie strings torn and ready to go, you can sit and watch TV or talk to your husband or play, watch some movie with your kids or do something that with the family at the same time, because this is a no-brainer. You really don't have to think much. Okay, let's see. Got another one that I can get here that's going to be quite red. Let's get him down. We like the red color. We'll turn this over and roll into that. Okay. Tell me what you've been doing since I've been kind of missing in action here. What have you found to keep you busy, and what projects are you gearing up to do? Okay, I got enough for one more. What shall we make it? Here's another purple. I like that. If you've been here very long, you know that I started a second channel, which is an audiobook channel where I read not only the books I've written, but classics as well. And right now I'm reading The Blue Castle. That's by the author that wrote Anne of Green Gables. And I'm reading The Secret Garden. And I have some modern romance. I have children's stories. So there's something for the whole family there. And of course, with my voice like this, I haven't been able to record the last 2 weeks. But as soon as my voice gets better, I will pick that back up again, because I am creating that as an extension of my crafting communities, because all of us like to listen to music or a good book when we're creating. We usually have the radio, the television, music CDs, something on while we're creating. And so I wanted some really good literature that the whole family could participate in. All right, what do you think? Isn't that pretty? I think that's a cool thing. Love it, love it, love it. All right, till next time, let's all stay scrap happy.